Alright, I wanted to make a very big cyclone, so I went out and got a Star Forge, and upon getting this Star Forge, I see the weapon range is 1.3, and the sword I was using beforehand was 1.4. So I actually reduced the amount of area of effect I have by grabbing this big old fat two-hander. But I like Star Forge, and I always like to have a copy of this sword in my inventory. So it wasn't that bad of a purchase for, I think, 4 divines is what I picked this up for. So I grabbed a bunch of area of effect nodes. I grabbed all of these strike range bad boys. All of these strike range bad boys. Got strike range here. I got strike range here. Area of effect, we are looking at Titanic Swing and Fearsome Warrior. Then we have a Magnifier, a Assert Dominance, and then a Towering Threat. And on this other side, we got a Magnifier, Titanic Swing, Towering Threat. And then over here, we are looking at a Titanic Swing, Battlefield Dominator, Titanic Swing, Towering Threat, Titanic Swing, Towering Threat, Towering Threat. So we got a lot of area of effect. I could grab these bad boys up here, but I figured the 4 points would be better utilized on a medium cluster jewel, and there's not too many else I could get rid of. I can get rid of this bad boy, but I like the 15% increased area of effect if I killed recently, and I do need some damage, so the increased damage against enemies that are on low life is really nice. And there's 2 additional 5% here. So this is 25%, and this bad boy is 40%. So it's a little bit more to grab this, but I figured this is the better overall node, right? I could get more area of effect, but I'm not sure it'd make a difference. Let's go into the POB. It's showing me that I have 4 meters. So let's actually just grab this. It'll give me 1 extra meter, but let's go ahead and get rid of a Titanic Swing. Yeah, so, you know, it's really 1 Titanic Swing from a medium cluster jewel is equal to this entire node. So I figured the medium cluster jewels are better. Obviously, if I had more points and I was level 100, I could grab them all, but I am not. So that's the main thing with this. I'm trying to get area of effect, and I'm trying to see how good it is with Cyclone. Doing that reduces my damage a ton. So we're going to go into a map, and we're going to just look at it live. I'm not going to tease it in town to show you how big it gets, because it's not that impressive, but it is kind of impressive. It kind of depends on how experienced you are with Cyclone and the journey of Cyclone. In Legion League, Cyclone was full screen, horizontally, and vertically. And it did all kinds of damage. Then they nerfed it to where it was like the size of a quarter. You were spinning around with the quarter, and slowly they've been buffing it. And it got a bit of a Warren buff in this league. So it's a little bit bigger. It's a little bit better. Not quite Legion League, which did deserve a nerf, but I do think it's in a pretty good state. Pretty damn good state. The scarabs I used were just pack-sized scarabs, just so we have more monsters. Yeah, that's plenty of size, right? That's plenty big. The build would be much better if you got rid of some of that girth, some of that slongage, and you got more damage, right? Got more damage. But it is plenty girthy, plenty big. I would like to buy your Watcher's Eye for 50 chaos. I'm in the middle of a video, brah, but I will invite you to my party, and if you actually join, I will pop out and sell it to you. Rarely do they actually join. I was not expecting him to actually join. Take a little currency break here. You got 1 more to pop in there. There you go. Let's get back to the business. For these, I'm just looking for divines, right? I don't want to slow myself down by grabbing all those blue altars. I didn't want to respec my tree specifically for, you know, this build. And for Flask, I really do like the Vine Flask. I pop the Vine Flask. No divines. And the Vine class, because Cyclone has such a fast attack speed, you hit Grasping Vines on all the enemies you hit. And it's pretty much full screen Cyclone. So you Grasping Vines absolutely every enemy, which is pretty damn dope. And I am using the Stampede boots, which means my attack speed kind of stays the same the entire time. By attack speed, I do in fact need move speed. I'm just a little bit on that tism today. Ooh, we got a big boy. Let's hit the vines, and you can watch this guy get vined up. Well, you can't because you can't see anything. But he is covered in Grasping Vines, and he really can't control himself. He's just getting knocked around like a dirty little whore. And he kind of likes it. I know he likes it because he's moaning. And he's giving me all that taint. Give me all that taint. I don't know what the hell that shit is. Look at all that. What is that purple stuff? What the hell even is that? We got a breach. We got a breach. I can't even see my mouse. I got a big old green mouse and I still can't even see it. With all this chaos going on. Now, obviously, the Area King is going to be a Slayer, right? But I don't have a Slayer. I have a Champion. And I didn't feel like doing the lab. I absolutely hate the lab. So, you know, I'm not going to be doing that lab anytime soon. Let's hit the Flask. And he's just vined up. There's nothing he can do. He's vined up, and I'm hitting him from the distance. So you just wreck those guys. Alteration, duplicated, no divines. Oh, I'm in blood mode. We don't want to be in blood mode. We want to be in sand. Oh, no, I was in sand mode. Never mind. Never mind. Did I already kill him? And he's phased? Oh, what a bitch. Boom, easy peasy. Let's take a look at some of my gear. We got the Star Forge. We have a basic helmet. No increased area of effect on the helmet. And then we got amulet. No increased area of effect on there. No increased area of effect. No increased area of effect. No increased area of effect. So we're only really getting increased area of effect on the tree. So you could go a lot bigger than this. This is just kind of the most lazy and easy way I could think of to just get a boatload of increased area of effect. Let's leave that party. We don't need to be in that party. We're gonna do a silo. We're rocking pack size. I just did pack size or everything with a little bit of girth. Additional packs, magic size, additional packs. You know what I mean. I just wanted to have a lot of enemies to Cyclone on. And I wouldn't consider this a build, right? This is just demonstrating a big old fat Cyclone. And it is a pretty big old fat fucking Cyclone. What do we got? Oh, we got items to take. That's what we got. Don't mind me. I'm just grasping vining you and taking your items. Just let me take them and then you can just die. I mean, I've never seen those purple book things before in my life. It must be one of the scarabs that I used. Now, there's no reason not to Cyclone. Right? it doesn't slow you down. So just cyclone it up. Alteration, rare. Well, just grab that rarity. Why not? I didn't read what it did, but it had rarity to it, so we'll add that rarity. Oh, we got some taint back here. I like taint. Oh, we got a guy who thinks he's tough here. So let's vine him up. Oh, you're all vined up. What are you gonna do about it? You're all vined up. He don't give a shit that he's vined up. Look at him. He thought he was some kind of badass. He wanted shit. Fucking little roach. And with Lion's Roar and all this AoE, you kind of just push all your enemies away from you, right? All your enemies, they're all dead. They all away from you, they all dead. You just push them up against the wall, they get vined up, they get smacked up, they get their bitched up. It's actually not a terrible T16 farmer, to be honest. It has a little bit lower damage, but you can just replace some of that area of effect that I got, which is gratuitous, and do more damage, or just stay in blood mode, right? I'm in blood mode now. So in blood mode, you do a lot more damage. Oh, well, now I got pops, so obviously I want to go into sand mode with the pops. Yeah, let's do that one. That one seems fine. I don't like reading. I don't know why I ever do blue buff and red buff. To me, it's super annoying to have to stop what you're doing to read it. For lazy people like me, and by lazy I mean illiterate, right? We need to have an ability outside of the map to determine what maps are good. I mean, not what maps, what mods you want. And it'll highlight the mods you select to highlight with a color, and all the other ones will be pastel gray. So you can just ignore that shit. And boom goes the dynamite. Give me your innards. Vine them up. Look at all those vines. Look at all those fucking vines on them. You can see all them vines. He vined up. He vined up to the sky. I have no fucking clue what grasping vines do. It slows them down, I know that. You know, I think it's cool to just vine them up. Because you got that full screen cyclone. It's just vining up every bitch. Ooh, a fortress. I'll take a fortress. I like fortresses. I wouldn't recommend T17s for this. It's probably not enough damage. It's probably tanky enough. But what's my EPH on here? 50,000. Maybe it's not tanky enough. That's a big negatory on the chaos, because I don't have my chaos resistances set permanently. But if we pop some flask, it'll probably go up. Let's pop my flask. So I'll map in 77. That's not that great. That's not that great. But it's not bad. It's not bad. We're looking at like 3.4 millis when we're all flasked up. Now let's do one of these bad boys. City Square. Yeah, should be fine. Yeah, I was just fucking around. I just hit level 96. And I was like, I wanna experience something a little bit different than what I've been doing. Because I don't really know where to go for upgrades aside from just buying really expensive, perfectly rolled gear. And I'm not really that interested in very expensive, perfectly rolled gear. That's just not for me. You know, spending 10 divines for a ring that's not perfectly rolled, but it's pretty good, to me is a lot more satisfying than spending 100 divines on a perfectly rolled ring that's going to give you an extra 5 to 10% more damage. I don't even want your items, but the fact that you look like a bitch, I'm gonna take your items. I don't even want them. I don't need them. I don't want them. But you look like a bitch, so I'm gonna take your fucking items. An ambush scarab. I'll take that. Something hit me. Made me not regenerate life. That was a bit rude. Divine him up. Oh, come on. You can get to me. You can get to me, buddy. You can get to me. You can do it. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. Down, down, down. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, breaking the game. I gotta get close to these bubble people. I keep pushing them away with Lion's Roar. I'll take some scouting reports. Go back and clean up the Beyond. Yeah, it's pretty much full screen Cyclone. It is pretty damn close to Legion League. Not gonna lie, it's pretty fucking close to Legion League. Oh, we got a big boy. We got a Beyond Man. What's up, Beyond Man? I can't see you yet. Let me clear out some of the riffraff. Me pushing this fat man around. Oh, he got stuck on the wall. Let's vine you up. I know you're into that SSSSSSSNM. Give me your guts. Do a little clean up sweep. Uh-oh. I got hit by something. I think it was bleed. I think I got bled out. Jewelers. Fine, whatever that is, I'll take it. See, it'd be so much better if this one, because I don't want the chromatic orbs, was all grayed out, and this one was the only one I could see. Then I wouldn't have to read, and I would just look for, you know, the colored one, colored folk. Have your loot filter apply to the altars. Oh man, that'd be so much better. I normally don't run altars. It's very good for currency. It's very good for everything, but it's just so goddamn annoying to read all those altars on every map. At least for me it is. I want to just have my hand on my wheelie, not read shit, and just close my eyes and spin to win. You know what I mean? You probably don't. You guys probably all know how to read. Probably proud of that fact too. You're like, fuck yeah, I know how to read. And I'm like, fuck reading. I didn't go to 8 years of college to learn how to read. Kind of count how many years of college I went to. Ooh, the mayor. He doesn't know how to read either. We're both in good Oh, what the balls? What the balls? I was kind of wondering if I was killable. I was starting to gain some experience. I am definitely killable. Because my chaos resistance is not capped, and that's what I got. That's why I got whacked out. I got 15 chaos res. I got whacked off with some chaos. Switch to blood mode, and let's blood these boys up. Let's push them out of the ring. What's up, boy? You got a pretty mouth. What's up, boy? Get spun on. I have all these, it shows me every unique that drops because I crushed those bitches into dust. So I like to have all the uniques show. So I can pick them up and crust that shit to dust. For currency strategy, I've been doing a lot of the, Settlers content. I've gotten, I don't know, 40 divines from the Settlers content shit. Very satisfying, very good. Physical damage reduction, auras, defenses. Yeah, that should be fine. I'm kind of disappointed that I'm pretty sure a one-hander build. The only thing I can really get is the two-hander large cluster jewels that give you Titanic swing. But aside from that, I'm pretty sure the one-hander, because you have a bigger strike radius, is gonna be better. And you get a shield. Yeah, I'm gonna take these items because I can. I mean, this guy can't do shit to me. I'm gonna vine him up. I'm gonna knock him back. Look at him. He's just a little bitch. He's my little slut. But he's a stinky slut, so I want him to keep his distance. Whoa, poison balls and books. It's like fucking Nier Automata with all these fucking orb projectiles. I got some Dom scarabs. The whole thing's been trying to get me into S&M this time. We can take that one. I saw critical, you know. I don't do critical damage a lot. Oh, we're gonna have to burst over this way. We're gonna have to burst over this way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Get him. Get him. I got rooted. I got rooted. Oh shit, I got some F1 and F2 to press. I don't really know what that does. I didn't bother reading, right? I just press it not knowing what it do. What it do. What it good. Physical damage reduction is definitely playing a role here. This kind of build, for me, the best currency strategy in the entire game is picking a build you have fun playing. Because if you pick a build you have fun playing, you're gonna run way more maps than you otherwise would have. At least that's been my experience. When I have a build that I'm just like not super fond of, I'm not having a blast that much while playing it, I end up just spending more time in town, selling shit, fucking around. But when I have a build that's enjoyable to play, I will be hitting these maps like crazy. Yeah, that'll be fine. They got extra cold damage. What the fuck's that gonna do to me? Oh, I got a movement speed shrine. Let's fucking capitalize. Let's blast through this bitch. Yeah, get in the corner, bub. Get in the corner. That's the cuck chair for you. Go sit in it. Increased. No divines. Oh, I lost it. Hit them F1s, hit them F2s. Like, do I really need to know what it does? I don't think I need to know what it does. I just hit that F1 and F2s. Knowing what it does will have no difference on it doing it or not. We got some taint. Always got to pick up Danny DeVito's. Pick up Danny DeVito's, you check it. If it's got good chaos rolls, which it don't, then you corrupt it. If you get something good, then you get something good. I personally like the +1 to power charges. You get a free divine that way. Or more sometimes, depending on the league. Oh shit, I'm in blood mode. We need to go to sand mode. Little sand rat. Alright, that's pretty much the video. I'm gonna loop back around this way. I think I left a lot alive over on this side. Or the other side. One of the sides I left a lot alive. Like Johnny 5 alive. It was the other side. I still want to do some Breach content. There's so much damn content in Path of Exile 1 compared to Path of Exile 2. Oh, we got a fat man. Let's push him out. Let's push him out. He was resistant to my push. He doesn't know that I'm almighty pain. And when I push, you fucking go, dog. Get furked. Give me that taint. Give me that taint and get furked. Now, obviously, I should use Carcass Jack to get a little more area of effect. But it really didn't have that much of an impact to throw the Carcass in there. $24 monsters left. Now, you see how I had to backtrack a bunch? I had to backtrack a bunch because, you know, I put way too many points into area of effect and not enough points into damage. So if I was actually to make this into a more realistic build, I'd probably drop an entire cluster jewel, use a one-hander, and then I would re-grab all these sword crit nodes. We got some good sword nodes over here. I'd make sure my spell sussy was 100. Right now I have it at 68 with lucky. Whenever I'm below 100, if I'm at like 80, I'll just get lucky, and it's, you know, pretty good. Pretty good. For my setup the whole time, I was just rocking Awakened, Increased Area of Effect. We got Impale, we got Pulverize, we got Awakened Brutality, and Awakened Melee Fizz. Now, if I were to do this also, I have a previous video. It's an all-unique Cyclone build that probably still works today. You want to use the sword that does cold and lightning damage and treats enemies' elemental resistance as inverted. And then just go full like aura effect. Grab yourself anger, wrath, Herald of Thunder, Herald of Ice, and just stack as much of that shit as you can and just blast through. It'll be way more damage than this. You'll probably get 10 million damage pretty damn easy with similar levels of area of effect. But right now, I'm set up as a champion with Impale. You want to be a Slayer for that version. But anywho, mostly this was just about how much AoE can I get with the Cyclone? And the answer is 4 meters. If you want to know what 4 meters looks like, it's a little bit bigger than this. Wait, actually, on my builder, I think I had that in blood mode. Configuration, sand stance. Oh, 4.4 meters. Anywho, that's just me fucking around. Hope you guys enjoyed the big old fat Cyclone. I kind of think Cyclone's back a little bit. The regular Cyclone, not so much, but Cyclone of Tumult is kind of back. Let's throw regular Cyclone on. Oh, nope, that's Tumult. We can see what that looks like. It's kind of big, right? But it's not super big. But the good thing about regular Cyclone is you can put different boots on. You don't really need these boots with regular Cyclone. If we take these boots off and we're just rocking with our feet, it's really not that much of a hit on your movement speed. But if we put Tumult back on, Tumult just kind of fucking stops you. You start that spin and then you take a lot longer to get to that win. And slows you down. Slows you down. Alright,